Yet another example of National Cabinet not doing its job, or certainly not agreeing where it should agree and hold that agreement. This time it's all about COVID testing protocols for interstate truck drivers. Now, despite the premiers and chief ministers agreeing last Friday to only require drivers to take one test every 7 days, both Victoria and South Australia have failed to follow through with that agreement, mandating negative tests must be had every 2 and 3 days respectively. It's just one of the problems causing chaos for freight workers who inexplicably are yet to be classified as essential workers by the Commonwealth. Peter Anderson is the Chief Executive of the Victorian Transport Association, and he joins me now. Peter, thank you again for your time. A huge response when you were last on the show. People understand we're all locked up. We need the truckies to get the stuff to us. And the supply chain is critical at the moment, 15 million of us in our homes. How frustrated are your members that National Cabinet makes a decision, but it doesn't stick for more than a week?
Yes, you're right there, Peter. We're really fighting a losing battle here in trying to get people to understand the value of the supply chains and making sure that they're secure within the community. And what we're doing is we're sort of glossing over the top, and we're not really getting stuck into the nitty-gritty of this. We're looking for the industry to be declared as an essential service while we're in a state of emergency, to ensure that we're at the table and able to put across the values and the processes that will best ensure these supply chains to stay open and to stay strong.
Mm. So why aren't you essential service?
Well, we are when things go wrong. I can tell you that now. If the drivers now start to decide that they've had enough of this testing every 3 days, whereby they're being tested 10 times a month to ensure just to do their job. I mean, if you could look at having to be tested every 3 days to do your job, you'd think, hang on a sec, what are we really trying to do here? Now, admittedly, we're moving about the community, and we need to ensure that we accept those disciplines that the health officials put into place. And we're not bucking that. We're not trying to fight. We're not trying to push against that. What we're saying is, could you just make it a little bit easier for us? Perhaps we could have rapid antigen testing on the second test every week. Mm. Perhaps we could do that ourselves, and perhaps we could put that on the PBS to assist us with being able to purchase it and use it. So the thing is that these sort of solutions and these sort of perspectives aren't coming across in the discussion and the outcomes from those discussions, as has been evident over the past few weeks.
What's it doing to freight? Is it slowing things down? Is it making drivers think, well, bugger it, I'll do driving around the state, but I'm not up for going on these interstate movements? Has it had an impact in that respect?
What we're worried about is that the drivers will start to be sick of this and start to stop coming to work. There is no capacity to catch up, and there is no capacity for additional drivers. They're just not there. They're just not in the industry. So if we start to get drivers saying, well, listen, I've had enough of this, I'll take a month's holiday, we get 5% or 10% of the drivers actually not coming to work. That freight just will not move. And then we'll start to get run on specific products, and then we'll start to get people thinking, oh, hang on, there's a real problem here. And what we're trying to do is avoid all that, ensure that we look after the people that are carrying these goods to and from the markets, to make sure that we're all sustainable in the lockdowns and the restrictions that we're all enduring at the moment. So unless we start to look after these people out on the road doing this work, we're going to have a breakdown of the system.
Yeah, of course, anyone watching at home knows how much comes in the front door that's delivered to them now that they are in lockdowns. And of course, a lot of small businesses are surviving only on the basis of online shopping and sales, and Aussie Post is doing a roaring trade there. Well, someone's got to move it around the country. You're not saying you don't want testing. You're just saying, can we have a better system? Can it be simpler? Can we be essential workers like other essential workers that, stack the shelves at the supermarket? National Cabinet tomorrow, do you think you're going to see a decision in your favour?
No. We believe the rumours are telling us that the jungle drums are telling us that we're going to be pushed towards mandatory vaccination across the border. Now, depending on what the framework of that will be another blow to the individual based on a number of different perspectives that the person may have about being vaccinated, let alone having to do their job as well. So we're really forcing people into saying, well, do you want to do the job or not? So.
I've got to leave it there, but we'll follow it tomorrow when we come out of National Cabinet. Thank you for your time as always.
Thank you, Peta.